Phillips.
All righty, folks. Good morning. I reckon we got bombing going on in Iran, and Israel's rocking and rolling. We got No Kings are going to protest on Saturday, peacefully protest. I don't know if that's going to be a peaceful protest like in L.A. or a peaceful protest for out here. I don't know how that works. I don't know which one's which. But anyway, we got that. And we also have got Congressman Andrew Clyde is definitely calling in today so we can get the scoop from the man who knows. How are you this morning, Pat?
I am wonderful, Stephen.
So you are for or against this thing going on with Israel?
I think it's just a coincidence that the 2 months waiting period has passed yesterday.
Yeah.
To try to work out a nuclear deal, and guess what? When it expired, Israel reacted like they've said all along they would do. So,
yeah, how about that?
I don't think it surprises anybody. I hope it doesn't turn into a bigger conflict than this regional shooting over the fence deal.
What?
Oh, sorry, Steve.
I don't think. I hope it doesn't engage anybody else.
Well, what I find interesting is that Iran launched like 100 drones in retaliation, and every single one of them got shot down.
Imagine that.
Well, that's what the Iron Dome is designed to do.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Wait till we
That's
get to
what kept Israel relatively intact during all of this.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of big. I know the Hodge twins are against it. They're against it. So they're
who are the Hodge twins?
Are you serious? You don't know who the Hodge twins? How did you even get this job?
I don't know.
DEI.
I was the only one who showed up. Yeah, we needed an older person to balance.
We needed an old white man.
Yeah,
so we got
there you go.
An old Irish drunk.
Dependable
DEI.
old Irish drunks. Yeah.
Yeah, they had one on.
So did you evade the answer pretty effectively there? What
do you mean?
Who are the Hodge twins?
Oh, the Hodge twins are like. Are you kidding? They're like two black guys that think they're white. I mean, yeah.
That's your description of them?
Wow.
How far off am I?
Okay, the Hodge twins are two black guys who want to be white.
Well,
Is
pretty
that what
much.
you said?
I mean, they drive a General Lee. You know what I mean? They got the General Lee.
They're comedians, man.
Yeah, they're actually hilarious. Yeah.
I thought the Hodge twins were some kind of like trusted source or something.
Part time, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So they're an extension of Cat Turd. That's all you needed to tell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Except there's two of them.
Yeah, they're two.
Except
they're
two
twins.
That's right.
And they're hilarious. Yeah. Harry is a moron and a liberal snowflake idiot. Where did that come up? What were y'all talking about before?
Well, good morning to you.
Yeah.
I don't even have to
Welcome
look.
to the show, Rebel Boy.
I know. Yeah, I was about to say I know who that is. I don't have to look.
Yeah.
I don't want Iran to have nuclear bombs. I don't want that. I mean, I just think that would be a bad deal for everybody, man.
Hey,
why?
You know what? This would be interesting at the UN. I can see the debate now where the U.S. ambassador stands up and says, Stephen Phillips doesn't want Iran to have nuclear weapons.
All right.
End of story. That's my justification.
Hey, Smart Steve don't either.
He don't know.
Smart Steve don't either.
And they had enough enriched uranium to make like 9 weapons already.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was no joke.
Well, I mean, why are we here though? I mean, like seriously, why are we here? And people are going to say, "Oh, you blame Biden for everything," but Biden, he lowered the sanctions on them. I mean, they're bankrolling Hamas and all of the terrorist regimes over there. That's where all their money comes from. Is Iran, and Biden didn't. He just let the sanctions go.
One of the guys in charge of all that was this guy, Brigadier General Salami, which is a great name. He was the guy. He was the guy. It sounds Italian to me, but what do I know?
Salami.
Salami. He was in charge of the Revolutionary Guard, and I think that was one of the main groups that did all of that sort of clandestine funding of all the splinter groups that are outside.
So on another note, we have the No Kings thing.
Yeah.
We actually have the founder on the phone right now.
Oh, we got the founder of No Kings.
No, I'm just kidding. We got Brad. He's my political advisor. What's up, Brad?
Yeah, man. Tell us what's going on,
fellas. How are y'all this morning?
You tell me, man. We know that you ready to anti No Kings.
Yeah, man. We got to. They want to keep it peaceful and make sure there's no issues and make sure everybody gets along. So I went ahead down to the local Burger King. I told them I needed 100 Burger King crowns for a birthday party tomorrow. last night. I went down there and got them, and they said no problem. And so I'm going to pass out a bunch of king crowns, and we're going to have everybody's going to be a king tomorrow at the No Kings rally. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have a king rally at the No Kings rally.
What time does all this kick off?
12 o'clock noon on the square, I guess. Ask the liberals when their rally is. That's wherever that is. That's where we'll be hanging out.
Which rally? I don't even know where the rally. I know there's supposed to be one on in Hayesville. Ain't there a big one?
Well, I think there's probably about all 40 or 45 of them going to show up there on the square to protest the illegal deportations and whatnot. And I think that's what it's all about. And then I guess there's a opposition one for the Patriots. So obviously the Patriots will be wearing the king crowns, I would say.
So the liberal rally is at what? Okay, never mind. We just follow the smell of granola and Birkenstocks, right?
Yeah.
Just
Lead
right to it.
Yeah.
Patchouli.
Yeah, I mean, look for the Bernie stickers that are still on the Priuses, and you'll just follow them right down to the square.
What are they so mad about?
I don't know, man. I guess they're just, if Mexico's so bad, then why don't they want to live there? I don't know. I don't understand why they don't want to go back.
Well, that's the thing. Even the King of Mexico come on there and said, hey, they're just trying to better their lives by moving to America. And I'm thinking, wow, you're the president of it.
That's not speaking too much for your policies. Pal.
Maybe we ought to fix
anyway,
things down here.
I'll holler at y'all later, man. Have a good one.
Hey,
if
wait
you
a
want
minute.
a crown, come on down. Yeah.
I reckon over at Hayesville, that sheriff over there said he wasn't going to put up none of that nonsense going on. So don't be burning no Teslas.
Shoot, ain't gonna be nobody burning or doing nothing dangerous on our end. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hey, let me ask you this on that note. How many times did you see Trump supporters up on the square in the last 4 years protesting Biden's pedophile ring?
I mean, well, let me think. How about none?
That's what I'm saying.
But I was ready.
What we need to do is just reopen mental institutions. They closed them all down in the 70s and the 80s, and they let all them people roam around in the streets and actually have families and whatnot. So, I mean, Harry got out of somewhere, and he's been roaming around since the 70s.
Yeah, that's where he come from. That's actually the truth. Be honest with you, is not Pat? Is that not what he did for a living?
Hey, leave me out of this.
I'm just asking. He's your buddy.
I'm trying to stay out of the line of fire here.
Yeah,
They captured Pat. He's back in. They've got him. They just have it under a guy's name. It's an old folks' home, but it's really just a mental institution.
yeah.
Thanks a lot, Stephen. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Thanks.
Love you, Pat.
Thanks,
See ya.
Brad. Appreciate you, man.
All right,
Brad Allwine's painting service and political advising.
there you go. I'm all about that. So, all right, well, let's get to a break. I think we got Andrew Clyde. I don't know exactly what time he's supposed to
It's
come.
about 8:30.
I was just asking, Pat. Ain't that what Harry Vaughn did? Didn't he? Wasn't he with like dealing with some kind of mental stuff in his job that he did?
Physically challenged people. Yeah, there were some that had mental challenges also, but that's what
But that's after he got done.
Industrial Opportunities Incorporated does. That's and they produce goods that are on the market, on the competitive market. So it's a good thing. Yes,
Yeah.
he did work for them prior to his retirement.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, we didn't have this problem before the circuses all shut down. When the circuses shut down, that's where all these crazy people come from, I think. 'Cause, I mean,
Bring back the circus.
yeah, you had $1, you go see the bearded lady and, all that kind of stuff. Now they ain't got nowhere to work. So they're out there at Krispy Kreme selling donuts.
They're out there
Yeah.
protesting.
Kind of throws you off a little bit when you pull up and this chick's got a beard. Don't you? It's like, I don't know if I want this donut or not. It's kind of weird. Oh, well.
Are we setting a record this morning for saying we're going to a break and then continuing to talk?
Break.
Stephen?
Break. All righty, we're back with you, and I reckon the Florida sheriff has a message for everybody. We will kill you. We will kill you.
Yeah. I don't think it's we will kill you. I think it's if you're in a car, you can kill.
Yeah, you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we'll notify your family where to collect your remains.
Wow.
I love it. Don't you love a sheriff like this? Hey, we ain't taking no bull from nobody. Yeah,
About time we have a little law and order.
Yeah, what I'm thinking.
Was that Grady Judd? Who said that? Which sheriff was
Brevard County.
that? Brevard. That's not Grady Judd.
Yeah, Wayne Ives, I guess. He's a legend. It said he's a legend. Yeah, we're not going to play. If you spit on us, you're going to go to the hospital, then jail. How about that?
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. And I think that ought to be included in the shooting part because somebody spits on you. That's pretty. Yeah,
What?
I think
I think Trump they just announced that as a crime. You spit on the officer, just on the ICE officers. Yeah, you're going to get taken down.
If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our dogs, our big beautiful dogs.
hey, lawyer Steve, hasn't spitting on people always been a crime?
It has been. It's assault.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's assault.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's funny what counts as an assault.
What else is assault?
Well,
you want to know what an assault is?
If you spit towards them, isn't it
I
only
just
battery?
assaulted you.
I got it on film. I'm suing you. I'm going down.
You guys go see Karen in HR, please.
I'm going. Yeah. I'm going to be rich.
Yeah, if I knock that hat off your head, that's an assault.
I think all of these sheriffs ought to be like this, don't you think? Of course, the Hayesville, I think he put a statement out. He wasn't going to put up with a whole lot of stuff, and I don't think anything.
I don't think any of our local sheriffs will put up with that.
No, I don't either.
No way.
Yeah. Of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's upset over the media coverage. He said it's just a small portion of the city has been affected. That's what I talked about yesterday. Just a few cars has been burned.
Right, just a few.
Yeah, so
that's what Harry just said. He's like, it's exactly just mostly peaceful. It's mostly peaceful. There's just a few spots where they're, burning things down. It's mostly peaceful. Like,
that makes it okay.
Yeah,
they can't argue with the video that's out there, so they have to make that. Yes, there was some violence, but it's not a big deal.
Well, no, I mean, they can argue with the video because they just say that it's fake, or they say that it's like he texted us and he said, well, that's, Ted Cruz shared a video from
4 years ago.
Yeah. It's like, But I've been saying that about AI to begin with, though, because I think the thing about AI, it's not the scary videos that is the scary thing. It's not the videos that are made by AI. It's the fact that everybody's going to think that everything is fake, so they're not even going to believe what is real.
Little boy
I think
who cried
that's
wolf.
Scarier than just the fake videos that are going to be coming out.
Well, I got one scarier than that. And in reality, AI is actually learning on its own.
Yeah.
And its own creators don't know how it's doing that.
Right. And they don't know what to do. And I'm a dumb redneck from Georgia, and I can tell you what to do. Unplug it. Just unplug it, okay?
They'll probably shock you if you try.
Oh, it's taking over. What are we gonna do? Dang, I should be building rockets, man. I'm telling you. I reckon the driver who actually dropped off them masks for everybody, them what would they call them masks? Them
there's
whatever they are. They actually found him and have arrested him and fixed to prosecute him. So maybe that will open the door. Like, where'd you get all the money to buy these things?
Yeah.
What was his crime?
Aiding and abetting, I guess. Dropping off the mask to ICE.
He gave people masks to put on at the demonstration.
If you drop off masks and bank robbers use it to go rob a bank, are you aiding in the bank robbery?
Are you aiding and abetting?
That sounds like aiding and abetting as much as that was assault too.
You assault me
because
again.
your purpose is to rob the bank, and your purpose is to throw rocks at police officers. Why do I know that's your purpose? Because you did it.
Right. So that would be.
But cat turd got your tongue passed.
I'm trying to figure out if I take masks, if I have masks in my car and I give them to somebody else, and they eventually rob a bank wearing the mask, I'm liable.
Whoa!
Did you? I mean, is there a reasonable belief that when you dropped off the mask that it would be used in furtherance of a crime? Is there a reasonable belief?
Here's the thing he said.
What if my friend asked me to buy him a mask that he was going to Utah to ski?
Yeah.
Look.
What if
you're making it sound different. He pulled up at a riot and handed out masks.
Yeah,
that'd be like pulling up at a bank robbery and handing out masks.
Yeah, there was no eventually. It was like we're at a riot.
It was immediate.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
And Newsom says his duty to represent the illegal immigrants who elected him is his duty. So he's going to be doing that.
It took me a second to realize.
I love the Babylon Bee, man. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, absolutely love it. Hey, did y'all see where Nancy Mace asked Tim Walz what a woman was?
Yeah.
What is a woman? I don't understand the question. What is a woman? I don't understand the question. He still don't know what a woman is.
Steven.
What?
That was like a year ago she asked him.
No, this was recently.
This was just recently.
Yeah.
She asked him again.
Again.
He
He
still
hasn't learned anything in the last year, apparently.
No, he's not. No.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
He was too busy looking up the bro code.
Do you think he's
Guy
going
code.
to be running? I mean, who? I mean, you think he's going to be a presidential candidate now?
Walt,
It's not.
are you kidding me?
No, I'm
I'm
not.
using your line. Are you kidding me?
I'm not. I'm not kidding
Did
you.
you see where they were interviewing? They called all the governors in to talk about the sanctuary city policies. They subpoenaed them and they were in there talking. And I think who's the governor of New York now? Hochul. So she was up there, Pat, and they asked, Did you see what I'm talking about?
I think so.
They
Go
asked,
ahead.
do you know who Sebastian Zapata Khalil is? And she didn't know who that was. Did you see that? She
Yep.
had no idea who it was. Well, I don't have that information in front of me. I don't have that. She had no idea who it was. Well, it turns out like that's the guy who lit the poor old woman on fire and fanned the flames and watched her burn in the New York City subway.
Yeah.
She had no idea who that was.
Yeah.
An illegal migrant.
She's very in touch.
Mm-hmm.
But it just goes to show like they shield themselves from that. Like they don't have to ride the subway. So why would they care? Like they're shielding themselves from their own policies.
Ain't no way I'd ride a subway in New York City. Would you?
No. I'd
stick out like a sore thumb.
We went to Chicago one time. I rode what they call it, the L train or something.
Yeah, the L. Yeah.
I was kind of nervous about that. Of course, when I walked on, everybody kind of stood back. I don't understand that. Maybe it's my vocabulary.
Maybe it's your high quality accent.
Might have been that 44 Magnum I had on my hip. Yep.
Yeah, one of my high school history teachers, his brother was in New York and he got pushed in front of a subway. Yeah, this was last year. Horrible. Really? Yeah. He was in the hospital. It was horrible.
Oh, he lived through it?
Yeah, he lived through it. Poor guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's your brother?
No, my high school history teacher's brother.
Oh, I got
you. Yeah.
I say the top Iranian commander killed in the Israel strike. Is anything to that? That's on CNN. You can't never believe that.
And that's that salami guy.
Salami.
Salami.
What a cool name, man.
No salami for you.
Salami. Yeah.
Prefer pastrami myself.
At least one of them names over there I can pronounce. Salami. That's in Iran.
That's in Iran.
And his name's Salami.
By way of Sicily, maybe. I don't know.
I bet his mom and dad must have been a hoot. We're gonna name him Salami.
I don't think it's pronounced that way.
Salami.
I think it might be salami, salami.
Salami.
Oh, depending on where you're from.
Salami.
Down here in the South, it's salami. It's like bologna's.
That's right.
Yeah, bologna, salami. Yeah.
Did you see yesterday, by the way, another federal district court they slapped an injunction on the Trump administration, and they said you can't send the National Guard to California. You have to return them to Governor Newsom's control, and that lasted all of a few hours because later yesterday afternoon, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals said no, hold on, we're gonna put a stay on that, so gave control right back to Trump. So the National Guard is still in Trump's control right now.
Well, I mean, what's Newsom gonna do?
Send them home.
I mean, what a joke. What, Pat? What?
Nothing.
He couldn't find anything to disagree with me on.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like fires in the West, they happen every year. This stuff in California happens all the time.
Well, how does people have time to do all this? It's like Saturday. Okay.
I don't even go and ask the people that are living in the street in California. That's how they have time.
No way. And I'm going to go out and stand on the roadside corner. Of course, I don't know. I might go Saturday and hang out with Brad because that'd be cool. That'd be the cool factor. And I think, of course, we're Southern Baptist, so I'll bring the potato salad. I don't know. You can't go one of these without a covered dish.
King cake.
You got to have a covered dish.
Bring a king cake.
Yeah.
You need one of those king crowns, Stephen.
If it gets bad, man, I'm gonna loot the auto parts place.
We please make sure that it's gluten free and vegetarian.
Oh yeah,
vegan rather.
You're gonna be on the other side.
I'll be over there. I would like to have some.
Yeah, you'll be on the other side. Yep, you'll definitely be on the other side. But yeah, we got to have all that. So I don't know. They do anything? I reckon now. Atlanta and Hayesville is about the only ones I know. I don't think they're going to do any around here. They said they had one here in Young Harris.
Yeah, we got a picture of that. Harry
yesterday.
I see you in there, Pat. You're way back in there in the back.
Hey, I'm not in there, but I do have a question.
Yeah.
Look at that real close and look at what's written on their signs. Because
I'm going to ask him about that here in just a minute. Clyde,
everybody's got a different complaint, for God's sake. They're never going to get anything done unless they unify about one thing.
Well, according to Mark Cuban, that's probably not going to happen. You know, he had said he switched over to Blue Sky from X, you know, and he said he's been on Blue Sky a while. And he's like, one thing I've noticed is that the Democrats have grown ruder and more hateful.
Yeah.
That's like a direct quote.
Well, they don't know. They're waiting. I mean, I'd say all these Democrats are going to come out for Iran now. Oh, we need to be for Iran now. We're for Iran. They got, you know, whoever's Trump's for, theirs against.
I like this one lady. This is not a church. Defend choice. She's the baby killer advocate. That's good, right?
Yeah.
That's,
These are the folks. I'm telling you, man, we need to screen these. We need to have a deal set up with all the realtors that they need to screen these folks that buy these houses, you know? Like, okay, you're Republican or Democrat? Or you conservative?
They need to hire you to ask every prospective client that question.
I can do it.
first.
I can do it. We don't need you. You ain't like us. You ain't one of us. Yeah. You ain't our kind of folk. Wouldn't it be a lot better, though, if everybody around here was, you know, conservative? Just a thought. How would that be, Pat?
Well, now, wait a minute. It's like 90% conservative. What? You're a pig. Pig gets slaughtered. Stop it.
It's actually 88.2.
Pig?
Is it 80? Is that what it is?
88.2 according to the
Okay.
last.
What is? And look at the small percentage they're out there holding their signs up. We hate Andrew Clyde and Trump's terrible. You know, we have to put up with that.
I think I see you way back in there, Pat. It says Orange Man bad. Orange Man bad. Is that you, Pat?
Yeah.
Yeah, that must be me.
In his tie-dye T-shirt and matching
Must
shorts.
be me.
Yeah.
I just doing my Bill Walton impression.
Okay, we have got to get to break because I think Andrew Clyde will be calling in by the time we come back. How about that? Can we do that? So is that okay, Pat? We're going to take a break.
He might be evading us.
Okay. All righty. As we promised, we have got Congressman Andrew Clyde, one of our favorite ones on the radio. Good morning. How are you, brother?
Well, good morning, y'all. It's always great to be with you on WJRB.
Except for Pat. Let the beatings begin. Get him, Andrew. Get him. He ain't got no sense. Hey, we've got protests going on down here. Peaceful protests. I ain't burning any Teslas or anything yet, but
hey, but you're famous, Andrew.
Yeah.
We got a lady right here in our little town. She's got a sign. She's got a little Subaru and some Birkenstocks, and she's got a sign that says Clyde voted to cut Medicare.
yeah.
Is that true, Clyde?
Why did you do that to her?
That is not true at all. What we did with well, actually, I don't think we affected Medicare at all.
No.
Now, we dealt with Medicaid,
Yes.
but that was to eliminate the waste, fraud, and abuse out of it. And I think everybody should be for that.
Exactly.
So I don't understand the Medicare one. Now, if there's waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicare, I think we should take care of that too. All right. Because anytime we can eliminate waste, fraud, and abuse, it makes the program stronger.
Absolutely.
And that's what we want to keep for those who need it.
Well, I'm with you on that, man. I'm tired of spending this money that we don't need. So I reckon Elon and Trump's made up, sounds like, so they're back on the same plane.
Well, I think it's very important that they do.
Right.
And in fact, we did something here in the House this week. We passed a $9.4 billion rescissions package, and that means a spending cut.
Yeah.
Which is a great thing. The OMB director, Russ Vought, sent it over. The president had his approval on it, and we in the House passed it yesterday. It's going to be one of what I believe will be many more rescission packages that come through before the end of the year, so we can reduce the size, scope, and most importantly, the cost of the federal government for the American taxpayer.
Outstanding.
Okay, across the tell-top machine, please ask Clyde about AI, no liability for 10 years. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Me neither.
Any idea?
Artificial intelligence.
Thanks, Pat. Thanks, Pat. Lost without you, buddy. Completely lost without you.
Jump in there and help you out.
That's going to make it to the best of the show.
Oh, man, we're for spending cuts, I guarantee. Now, Pat Malone, he said yesterday.
Hang on, stay on that for a second. There was something in that bill, though, that I did kind of hear
There
something
was.
about that, right?
There was about AI. And the point was this, that they don't want 50 different laws on AI all right, in 50 different states
Yeah.
because of the importance of AI going forward. Our adversarial countries like Russia and China, especially, Iran is being one of them as well, North Korea. They are leveraging AI to the best that they possibly can. And we don't want to be left behind by a patchwork of laws that say, okay, you can do this, you can't do that. So the federal government is saying, all right, we want to ensure that the laws that cover AI are uniform nationwide, because the development of AI is going to greatly increase in the next 10 years. And that's kind of where we are.
Man, AI is rocking and rolling. I mean, it's going within hours. It's crazy. It's learning itself. Of course, you hear all this stuff, it's unreal. What, Pat? What?
Andrew, I got the important question. Did you get a hit the other night?
Did I get a hit? No, I did not get a hit the other night. Although we did win,
13-2.
And I will tell you that that ever since I've been on the baseball team, we've never lost. How's that?
Well, ever since you've been our congressman, we haven't lost either. Andrew.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we won 13-2. So it wasn't quite the blowout of last year, which I think was like 31-11. But I thought we did a reasonable job of putting the Democrats in their place.
There you go.
Yeah.
On a serious note, have you had any conversations with the Senate parliamentarian about your amendment on silencers not being able to ruled under reconciliation?
Well, as a matter of fact, what we voted on yesterday, actually, as part of the rule, it had what were called the technical amendments to the budget reconciliation process. And what that meant is that before we actually sent the bill over, we were able to negotiate with the Senate parliamentarian anything that would cause a fatal flaw to the bill. And a fatal flaw means that the bill would no longer have privilege and then be required to go through the 60-vote process.
Yeah.
But so we were able to correct any and all of those deficiencies. And the suppressor amendment, the Clyde amendment, if you will, was not involved in that whatsoever. So everything in my amendment had passed the Byrd rule, the Senate parliamentarian, to that point. So we're also working to get short barrels. I'm working with a number of senators over there and have been all week and last week as well, to get short barrels added to the suppressors. So the taxation of them, the taxation of our constitutional rights, our Second Amendment rights, can be eliminated. And so I don't know exactly if we're going to have another win on that one, but we're certainly going to have a win on the suppressors.
Okay, sounds good.
Give or take. I want to take. I'm getting tired of giving. Yeah. Yeah.
I want to take back. That's what I wanted.
That's right.
And that was one of the promises I made when y'all elected me the first time.
Yeah.
That not only was I going to protect the Second Amendment, but I was going to work to take back what we had lost. And this is literally the first time in over 90 years that we will be taking back what we have lost.
Amen.
So promise made, promise kept, y'all.
Go ahead.
Cross the Teletime Machine Rebel Boy wants to ask about the pistol butt stocks. What? Pistol butt stocks?
Pistol brace?
Yeah, it must be. Yeah. We call it something.
Yeah, probably the pistol brace. That is still in litigation in the courts right now. But we do have an amendment in appropriations in the Commerce Justice Science appropriation, which deals with the Justice Department. We do have an appropriations amendment, a limitation amendment in that bill, and it will eliminate the ability of the federal government to spend any money on enforcing that Biden era rule. So we're gonna attack that pistol brace issue from multiple angles, every one we possibly can. And in fact, the new deputy director of the ATF and the new lead counsel, the new lead lawyer for the ATF, are two very pro Second Amendment guys. I've gotten to know them. We're building the relationship, and I think there'll be a very positive result for us when it comes to the ATF and the ATF moving forward.
Hey, Andrew, tell me your thoughts on the stuff going on in Iran. Maybe a little bit of why are we here and where do you think this is going to go?
Well, from what we understand, Iran currently has, and it was because of the weak Biden administration, they have enough uranium to build between 9 and 11 nuclear bombs. Okay, that's a really bad thing, and that can never be allowed to actually happen. And so Israel has taken aggressive, affirmative, offensive action. You know, the best defense is a good offense. Right. And they have gone to take out that capability. Kind of reminds me of Top Gun Maverick, to be honest with you.
Right.
And that's exactly what Israel has done and will continue to do. From what I understand, this is not just a one and done. This is they're going to keep going at it.
You have to hand it to them.
Realistically, I mean, are we involved? Are we going to be involved? I mean, are we going to get involved? I mean, realistically,
I don't think so. Okay. I don't think we're going to get involved. It kind of depends on if Iran targets our people in the Middle East.
Right.
You know, if they come out and they go, okay, we're going to just try and overwhelm the United States, you know, the forces that are there, because we have evacuated all non-essential people. Okay. I mean, that was critically important. But if they come after us, hey, I'm sorry, then the gloves come off.
Yeah.
And we're going to protect our people. We are absolutely going to protect our people.
Well, you'll have to hand it to Iran. I mean, to Israel. I mean, it says right here they're about the size of New Jersey, and Iran's like twice the size of Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but they do attack Americans, though. I mean, but because they're the largest state sponsor of terrorism, are they not?
Right. Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
So I mean, they have attacked Americans, and whether it has their name on it,
they've done it directly or not.
I mean, it's still attacking Americans. It's
right. They have in the past. That's absolutely for certain. And you know, it's going to be up to the president whether, you know, how we respond if they attack us again. I believe that you know, Israel obviously let us know what was going to, you know, what they were planning to do, and so that relationship is very, very important because, you know, Israel is very, very capable, and I think we've seen that. We've seen that many, many times.
Right.
But you know, when Iran launched that 100+ drone attack on Israel, you know, we were involved there to help them eliminate those drones before they even got to Israel.
Right.
And so that strategic partnership is as I said, very, very important, and it will continue to be important, and we will continue to work together.
Yeah.
I don't think we will have boots on the ground in Iran, though, not at all.
Yeah, they got the Iron Dome. We're gonna have the Golden Dome. Yeah. Don't you love the Golden Dome? Yeah. So, hey, back to local stuff. The TVA still up in the air. What's going on with the local lake where they're gonna drain it to the bottom or not? You got or not on the repair of the spillway? You got any updates on that, or just kind of waiting?
No, we're kind of waiting on that. We sent a letter, both Chuck Edwards, who's the rep for the North Carolina side of the lake. He and I jointly sent a letter to TVA requesting that for each of their proposed plans that they also do an economic, basically an economic study that says, okay, what would happen to each side of the lake, all right, with each particular plan. So we're waiting on that right now.
Okay.
We figure that'll be a little bit, you know, this process is probably a 3-year process before they actually, you know, turn the first shovel of dirt on anything. So it's going to be at least a couple of years before they actually decide, you know, which route they're going to go. So we're really early in the game right now, guys.
So let me ask you another question. Got anything you want to tell everybody before we go? Because we're about to get to the end of the thing, and I don't want to leave anything out. And I know you've got stuff on your heart.
Well, I'll tell you this. I want everybody that wants to keep up with us, you can go online at clyde.house.gov and you can sign up for our newsletter. And that goes out every week. It tells you what's going on in Washington, D.C., keeps you pretty well informed. It goes to about 36,000 folks across the district already. Would love to have everybody in Towns County sign up for it, and so they can stay informed as to what's going on here in Washington, D.C. And if we can ever help anyone with any of the 3-letter agencies of the federal government, whether it's the IRS, whether it's the Social Security Administration, whether it's the Veterans Administration, whatever, you can please go online there too and submit a request, and we'll call you back and we'll engage with you and help you as best we can. Even if it's, all the way down to passport issues. If you've got a critical passport issue that you got a flight going somewhere and you don't have your passport yet, we can help you with that too. So always honored to serve the 9th.
Andrew, can I brag on you for just a second? This is Steve Harper.
That's Smart Steve. We call him Smart Steve.
I don't know if everyone out there knows just how accessible and how truly helpful you really are. Just a quick story. We were saying goodbye to one of the leaders in the GOP, and we wanted to get Andrew's office to write a letter or just something. And I happened to have his cell phone from when he was still a candidate, and I just called it just to see what would happen. And Andrew picked it up. You picked it up on the first ring. You said Andrew Clyde, and I sort of stuttered and said, "Oh, I didn't expect you to answer it, Steve Harper." You remembered who I was. You said, "Absolutely, I will help you." And not only did you write a letter, you came down and you attended in person. And that just, to me, just kind of shows what kind of a person you are. You come down and you take care of things. You're taking care of the TVA thing. You're taking care of the Second Amendment thing. You're taking care of us, Andrew, and we appreciate that.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Those are very kind words, and I appreciate that.
I want to know why Steve Harper's got his cell phone and I don't. What the heck's the good deal with this? I'm like a star here.
I didn't expect it to still work.
We actually all have a cell phone.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, I see. Oh, well.
I'm saving up my favorite.
I used mine. That was my one call.
Oh, well. Hey, Andrew, we appreciate you, man.
Thank you, guys. Always great to be on WGRB.
All right, we'll talk to you in a couple weeks.
Yep. Bye-bye.
All right. Always good to have Andrew Clyde on there. Everybody's got his cell phone with me. Yeah.
I think that's by design, buddy.
I bet you ain't got John Snyder's pool boy cell phone. Got that. I do. I really do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got that. Yeah.
Claim to fame, huh?
Oh, I got Gary Chapman's cell phone too. I got Gary Chapman's cell phone. Hey, there you go. Yeah. And who else? That about does it.
About it.
What are you going to do? What we giving away, Packy?
Hey,
we got to give something
away.
Today? Today's Friday.
Can't give away anything for Bannister Cooper.
Yeah, let's give
gift card. A $25 gift card from Bannister Cooper Funeral Home.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, y'all need to, I'm no kidding, for all you folks out there nobody likes, they got a professional criers. You can buy them. I mean, they like rent them out there. It's really cool. Yeah.
Craigslist.
Well, they get them up there. You just go up there like, do you want criers at your funeral? And you just check the box and they'll have criers there. Cool. Yeah.
Right on.
It's pretty awesome.
Hey, we've got a gift certificate to give away. Pretty cool, from RJ's Fine Cigars. They now have their own brand of cigars there with their own label, private label cigars there. So check out RJ's Fine Cigars. They're next to Granddaddy Mims in Blairsville. We'll give you a $15 gift certificate plus a WJUL prize pack with a T-shirt and all that good stuff, courtesy of Prontees over there in Murphy. So is that a good giveaway?
I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm good with anything. I like giving other people's money away. Yeah, I can't go wrong with that. So, all righty, folks, we're back with you. What is the question of the day, Pat Malone?
We got rock and roll trivia today. Who is the only band to have played a concert in Antarctica?
Only band to play a concert in Antarctica. Give us a call. What are they going to win, Packy?
Hey, we got a gift certificate for you from RJ's Fine Cigar. Super cool cigar store and lounge. They're next to Granddaddy Mims in Blairsville. So give us a call, 706-379-9770, and we'll also throw in a free T-shirt and a WJUL cup.
All righty, and across the Teletop machine, I need to announce this for the sweet ladies at the Garden Club. I reckon spring cleaning indoor yard sale, Hiwassee Garden Club. That's 34 River Street. That'll be June the 27th and the 28th from 8 to 2. So they're got a bunch of cool stuff they set up there. They're going to get rid of and get sale. So remember, mark your date, June 27th and 28th for the Hiwassee Garden Club. That has been up there for a long time.
Yeah.
And also, Kenny Shore called in earlier this week to talk about the volleyball camp that he's putting on. So Kenny Shore over there at Mountainside Parcel putting on a volleyball camp at Mountain Area Christian Academy, June 17th and 18th at 9 to 2. Only $60 gets you your T-shirt and registration and all that. So check that out.
Also, tomorrow is Flag Day. That sort of got swept under the rug. There's so much other news going on. The Towns County GOP is having a Flag Day celebration at their headquarters right behind Mary's in Young Harris, starting at 11:30 with a flag folding ceremony and giving away small flags while supplies last. So go check it out.
All right.
All right, Steve Cluchet.
Steve, what's going on, man?
Not too much. How are y'all?
We're just hanging out here, man. Just hanging out, trying to get through the day. How about you?
Same here.
What was the question again? What was the first?
The only band to play a concert in Antarctica.
Totally know the answer.
That would be Metallica.
Yeah.
That would be correct. Congratulations.
Thank
Metallica.
you.
Yeah.
Looking forward to my cigar.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, all right, man. Well, good deal. How does he get that, Patrick?
Steve, I got a T-shirt at the station for you, and I just sent your name over to John at RJ's, and they've got your gift certificate there, so you don't even have to do anything. They'll be all ready for you, rolling out the red
Awesome.
carpet.
Appreciate y'all guys.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks.
Hey, I got this thing on Straight Arrow News. I don't know if y'all follow that or not. 43% don't know what it means to be a man in today's society.
43%. Wow.
Yeah.
Go
Packy,
with
what are
it.
you confused about, son?
He's wondering what it's like to be a man in today's society.
Yeah. All right, folks. We've done all the damage we can do.
It means
so
to say things like, must be the carburetor, and
Hey.
things like that, you know.
we got Casey Bush.
Metallica.
He's going to be here Monday morning bright and early and see what he's got to say.
Support local music.
Support local music if it's good. All right. Y'all be good.